finished reading, so this has to be the last video, starting with chapter 43. Malcolm's skin is literally melting off his bones, and he says that he's not surprised that Majo tried to kill off all of the alchemists. But it's hard to detect magic in half-fae blood. And this is part of why I think Ceres and Carrion might actually be related. Dark hair is common in Evelian royalty, but not in Zelvarin. Ceres has dark hair. She has alchemy in her blood. She's half fae. Carrion has been in Zelvarin for like 1,000 years. You don't think that he's sired some kid here and there? I'm not saying she is directly his child, but I mean, it's probably a few generations down. Like, I know it's so icky, but I think that's what's happening here. Fisher went to track the scent of Ceres's blood. Like, yes, there was another scent there, but also he could still have scented her blood on Carrion. I don't know, unconfirmed, we'll see. Ceres has finally out loud acknowledged that Fisher is her mate, and now the runes are back on her hands and arms. And Malcolm translates these runes as earth, air, fire, water, salt, brimstone, quicksilver, the full gamut, more power than any alchemist I've ever encountered. This male is convinced that he can force her to work for him. Ceres uses all of the energy she has left to lunge and stab Malcolm in the throat. He then punches her in the gut. She's already got broken ribs, and this must have been a real hard punch because with this wound, she will die. Everyone has forgotten that this woman made a name for herself by being a good pickpocket. As he hit her, she snatched this leather pouch from his belt where he put the coin. Even though he actually did notice that, and he snatches it back, he didn't notice that Ceres had already got it from the pouch. She flips it, it hits the ground, and the wind blows all of the undead into ash. She cuts off Malcolm's head. Ceres blacks out for a second, and when she comes to, she thinks Malcolm is standing above her, not Malcolm, Taladeus. Fisher is also here too. Fisher wants to give Ceres a piece of his soul to save her, even though giving her a piece of his soul would kill him, because he's already given up a little bit of it, and she says that if you take my free will again, I will reject this mating bond forever. There's another way she could become a vampire, because Taladeus is right here. She understands what's happening, but before she's able to consent on her own, she slips away and Fisher has to consent for her. Chapter 44, Ceres is awake and she hears that Fisher is trying to summon a Shadowgate. She hears the Quicksilver calling in its favor and she agrees, not knowing that it means right now and not here. She is pulled from Fisher's arms through the air and somehow she arrives in a different realm in front of twins. Another note, when you finish this book, read the bonus chapters. These twins are the goddesses Baal and Minith. And their first question is, what's it like to have sex with Fisher? But no time for that chat because their dad Zorith, who's the god of chaos, is waiting for Ceres. He's standing by this tree and he explains that this tree is all of the realms and each leaf is a world. And he says that some worlds are infected and they need to be pruned in order to not infect the whole tree. So he waves his hand, a few of these infected leaves fall to the ground, effectively killing billions. And he doesn't even sweat it. Ceres can't wrap her mind around it, and as a reader, same. He says that she was supposed to be born Fae, but he made her into a human to separate her from Fisher. He explains that every possible future in which they were together resulted in the majority of the tree dying. Come back for part 2 of this wrap-up.